Good morning, everyone. Um, a little short notice. Wasn't sure if I was going to go live today, but here I am doing the live thing. Um, so we're just hanging out and give you an update. What's going on with myself? Oh, hold on. Well, we had some more dates. Yes, I am alive. Thank you very much, Dan. Um, there has been some rumors. There was okay. Funny you bring that up. There was actually a there's actually something that occurred. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot to put Doug out again. Doug. So here's the deal. As soon as I start talking, Doug assumes that I'm talking to him and that he wants my undivided attention because he's pretty sure that whatever I'm saying is for him. And so he wants to be involved in whatever I'm doing. So I got to go put Doug somewhere else. So if you guys just talk amongst yourselves, I'll be right back. Okay, thanks for joining me. Doug's put someplace where he won't. I love the dog, but he really, seriously, as soon as I start talking, because nobody's here right now. The wife and my son are off working, so I have the whole house to myself with the dogs. And so when I start talking to myself, I think Doug gets worried, and so he wants to be involved in whatever I'm doing. So for those who are concerned, people keep asking, what am I drinking today? Today I'm drinking apple beer. It's non-alcoholic. It's made in Utah, and they have this low-calorie version. It's green apple. They have a regular apple version, which I prefer. But when you're trying to reduce calories, this is decent. This is decent, and also zero sugar Minute Maid. Because you wanted to know. People ask me, I start drinking something, people want to know what I'm drinking. That's what I'm drinking. So, but we're having a glorious time. We're having a glorious time. Is it good? The green apple stuff? It is. It is. It is actually really good. I like it. It's I said it's green apple, so it's got kind of a little bit of a soury taste. It's like cider, yeah. It's like cider, but it's carbonated. In fact, the company Apple Beer, I've had this stuff since I was a kid, and I can only get it in Utah. It's hard to find, but it's called Apple Beer, and it's a soda pop. They used to make a cherry flavored one too that was really amazing. They do a ginger beer, which I'm getting. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what happens when you get old. I don't know why this happens, but I start liking things that I didn't like when I was a kid. I did not like a ginger ale at all. I wanted nothing to do with ginger ale ever. And recently, it was about 6 months ago, I was on an airplane, and they were out of drinks. All they had was ginger ale, and I was like, okay, I'll take a ginger ale, whatever. Thought I haven't had one in a long time, so I tried a ginger ale, and holy freaking crap, I loved it. I like ginger ale now. I don't even know. I never liked it before, but now I like ginger ale. And then they have different flavors of the ginger ale. It's amazing. This is this, um, this is a great. Why am I just this year hearing about you? And did you just decide to get online and start speaking simple truth? Well, that's a great question. That's a wonderful question. As far as the live goes, this is a new. I'm working on this. I want to start doing a regular podcast. I'm going to be doing a Patreon. I've got a Patreon channel, and I need to do more with it. And I'm gonna start doing more stuff on the Patreon channel. I have lots of stuff I want to do, and people. Okay, here's the other deal: is that I just started making videos and having fun. That's it. I didn't. Look, I'm an old white dude. I never expected anybody to actually pay attention to what I'm saying or care, right? I just started making stuff and having fun, right? That was it. I just started making fun. I thought, hey, why if I can have fun, give people a good chuckle, and impart some wonderful wisdom, why not? Why would I not do that? That's why would you not want to do that? And so I started doing it. People started making watching the videos, and of course, most people assume that of some weirdo nut job, or some people have actually thought that I was trying to make fun of people with disabilities, which is absolutely not the case whatsoever. Not even remotely am I even. No, but some people do that. I don't know why. I don't know why people. They assume if you have a strange speech pattern that you're mentally deficient, and it's not the truth. It's not the case. Not the case. So anyway, so I started making videos, and here we are. Here we are. People are liking the philosophy. You take world philosophy, throw in a little artistic endeavors into the mix, and voila, here we are. Here we are. Hello, Rodney. I am new to your page. I am enjoying your positive posts and the hilarious way you present some. You are awesome. Keep it going. By the way, I just got a rooster on Father's Day, and I happen to have named him Rodney. All right. A rooster named after Rodney the rooster. Send me some pictures. Let's post it. Let's get it out there. Let the world know about Rodney the rooster. That's awesome. Jesse Perella. Keep up the great work, Rodney. Your channel is wonderful. Oh, what happened? Disappeared. Thank you. But he sent money. That was cool. Super chat. You can do this thing on if you're watching on YouTube. They have this thing called Super Chat, and you can just send me money. I know it's crazy, but people want to give me money, and I am not opposed to you giving me money at all. The hell's a chuckle? I don't know. Thanks for being you. That's a fantastic. Good one from Waco, Texas. Hey, I'm coming to Texas. Now, if you heard, I'm going to be in Dallas, which is kind of far from Waco, but I'd love to do it. I think they have a comedy club in Waco. I'd love to come to Waco. I want to come everywhere, do the comedy everywhere. Got a book suggestion for you, The Jack Tales by Richard Chase. You'll get a kick out of The Mountain Speaks in the Stories. I'll check it out. I will check that out. I am looking for more children's books also, if this is or any books. I'm just going to start reading. So here's the deal. People have been offering me stuff. I've been getting commercial opportunities. People want me to make commercials, which are great. The Bison Coolers, those guys, they're awesome. Mr. Cool. There's this thing. It's called Call Me Go. I don't know if you're seeing this deal. It's if you have anxiety and you're like freaking out and you just want to calm down. This trains you to breathe properly, and then has a scent to it. So what it does is it has this calming effect of you just and it's pretty cool. So anyway, the reason I bring this up, there's the thing if you are interested in looking that up. It's called Calm Me Go. There's the thing. Anyway, so people are offering me those things, and some people have offered me, talked about movies, talked about TV, talked about this stuff, but nothing's actually happened. Nothing has actually happened yet, and so it's like people are offering stuff, but nobody's really but nothing's really happened. So I'm not sitting around waiting for other people to decide what I should do with myself. So I'm just going to start creating my own stuff, more of my own stuff, doing more characters, doing more dramatic readings, making more videos with different characters. I'm just going to start having a little more fun. That's it. And if you want to support me in this endeavor, I appreciate any assistance you can. I could use more equipment, getting my car fixed so I can go places. Supporting me by bring me in, do shows. But yeah, those of you who have been going and you've been going to my website and ordering videos, the personalized video, all this stuff helps me. It really does. It helps me more than you'll ever know. Just so I'm not looking to get rich. If that happens, great, whatever. I want to pay my bills and let me just goof off and be silly and bring a little joy to the world. That's all I care about right now. I haven't slept in 20 hours. Holy cow. That's terrible. Well, I hope you get some sleep, Sheila. Hope you get some sleep. Something is bound to happen eventually with an offer. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, people have talked to me. Things have come and gone, but America's Got Talent talked to me for a while, but ultimately they had no idea what to do with me. That was funny. We went through the whole rigmarole and we got through to executive producers, and they just decided we don't know what to do with you. So Terrence McKenna, yes, I do. I am familiar with Terrence McKenna. Come New Hampshire, very beautiful. Yes, it is. In fact, I will be there. Portsmouth. I will be doing a comedy show in Portsmouth, New Hampshire on August 6th at McHugh's Comedy Club in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I will be there doing the live comedy. And I'll be there. I'll be in Maine on August 5th at the 49 Franklin up in Rumford. And then the Saturday night, that same weekend, I'll be down in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So, yes, I'm coming to New Hampshire. Thank you. Thank you for your inspiration for the OG of Deadheads. The daily guidance. Thank you. You're welcome. But so anyway, I've been given strange offers. Like I said, mostly it's just commercial stuff, which I appreciate. I like it. But but it doesn't. I don't want the commercials to overtake what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's it. Okay, here's that show, 49 Franklin, and then of course see if I can add that in there. But anyway, so I hope you guys are doing well. Thought your insurance premiums. Was oh, thank you, thank you. That's it. I'm just playing around. That's where it comes. I'm just having a great old time, and I appreciate everybody's support for what I'm doing. But so going around here, like I said, we're getting an air conditioning system put in the house. Friends came over and helped me. I really love them, and Ken and Ginger, thank you so much. The cement is setting up nicely. So tomorrow I'm going to be able to put in the main unit. So today I'm putting in the smaller units. Hopefully we're going to have air conditioning here, which could not come sooner because it's starting to get hot and muggy around here. It's rained all last night. Our internet went out last night, and thankfully it came back. What's this? Hello from South Carolina. Love your videos. They make me smile, laugh, and just feel good. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm trying to do. Just let people know. Look, we all get caught up in with the idea of the apocalypse and then the whole new world order and all. We have all these things going on in our heads and in the psyche and stuff. And really, it comes down to it. It's not that bad. This isn't the end of the world. We've been touting the end of the world since I was a little kid. Ever since I was a little kid, everything was going to kill us and destroy us. When I was a kid, we were running out of gas. We didn't have enough oil. We were all going to die because we didn't have enough gas. And then we had this. There was lines to get gas everywhere. There wasn't enough gas, and then you had to. You could only get gas based on your license plate number. If you had an odd number, you go on one day, and even you go the other day. I mean, it was ridiculous. Then the Russians were going to kill us and wipe us out with nuclear war. Then, of course, there was the ozone layer, and then killer bees. There were killer bees coming up that were going to wipe us all out and destroy us. Quicksand was going to engulf everybody. I mean, just everything that was horrible when I was just growing up. Everything was a disaster. The world's falling apart. We're all going to die. My whole life. At some point in time, you just go, none of the stuff that they keep telling us is going to happen happens. The whole ozone layer. All of a sudden, the ozone layer. Well, here's the deal with the ozone layer: is you had this chlorofluorocarbons that they wanted to get rid of. Because 3M had a patent on CFCs, and the patent was running out because they could only hold it for 40 years. And so all of a sudden, now their patent was running out, all of a sudden the ozone layer is a problem. So then we got the CFCs banned worldwide. So now nobody could use the CFCs. And they had to come up with a new something else that was developed by 3M. And then all of a sudden we fixed the ozone layer and 3M got a new patent. And so we only got 20 more years on that. And then they'll come up with something else, whatever their new patent. Anyway, so it's dumb. And then Y2K came along. We thought everybody was going to die. Computers were going to rise up and kill us all. We're all going. It's over. We're all dead. Everything's going to come crashing halt. Modern society was going to fall apart. Then it turned out we just needed to turn the computers off and turn it back on again, and we were fine. Everything was fine. That was the. And then for a while it was global cooling that we were going to freeze to death. And then there was acid rain. We had a lot of acid rain. Everything was going to rain. It was going to rain on you and it just melt you, or it just there was the big deal. And the global warming. Just there's always something that's going to kill us all and wipe us all out constantly. After 53 years of life on this and being constantly and continuously inundated with the it's all over, we're all going to die, Jesus is coming back soon, and none of it's happened. None of it's going to happen. There's still a lot, not anytime soon. I don't think so. Can we all just chill out? That's my point. If it does happen, Jesus does come back, I'm all for it. I'm not opposed to the return of Jesus Christ at all. I look forward to it. But the Bible says it's going to come as a thief at night. That if you're trying to get yourself ready for that to happen, then you kind of miss the point of the Bible, because it's saying you should be ready all the time. You should give your heart to the Lord. You should be full of love. But we miss that part. We miss that. We miss that your heart should be in the right place. That you should be full of the love of God and full of the glory of God. That should be in your heart. That's how you prepare for it. But somehow we've got this idea that we all need barrels of zucchini and wheat. So I don't get it. I think it's kind of silly. But anyway, so but you should be ready. Take care of yourself. That's the other thing is put some food away, get some things ready because things are going to get crazy. Things can happen down. Look, take care of yourselves. That's it. This is my whole point. Is first of all, calm down, relax. It's not that horrible. Your life isn't horrible. Your life is actually pretty amazing. In spite of all the problems you've got, everybody's got problems. This is one thing. Somebody started sending me messages because they saw my video where I tell people you're nothing special. Now, when people have a problem with that video, I know one thing. They didn't watch the video. They probably saw one of my t-shirts or something or a meme where I tell people you're nothing special, and then they get all bent out of shape. Every human being is worth the value. But I know that. I know that every human being is special and unique and amazing. Absolutely. I totally 100% agree with you. But if you watched my video, when I tell you you're nothing special, what I was saying is we all go through crap. Every single one of us has crap we have to go through. Nobody's life is perfect. So if you sit there and compare yourself to other people and say, well, I don't have the perfect life that person has, obviously it's because my life is because I'm being singled out. You're not being singled out. We all have crap we're going through. That's what it means. So calm down. Chill. You try to tell people, it's actually liberating when you understand that you are valuable and significant, but at the same time, you're not that significant. When you go out into nature, you want to feel what your position is like. Go stand next to the ocean. Go stand next to a mountain. Go stand next to a freaking tree. I assure you, most of the trees you see, a lot of these trees are older than you are, and they're going to be around here a lot longer than you are. I mean, if you want to feel insignificant, go and realize that we are here for a temporary moment. Now, I would hope that you would take that realization and go, wow, this being a bipedal hominid and being able to move around and take all this in and enjoy this life. Holy cow, this is pretty freaking amazing. This is extraordinary that I'm here, that any of us are here. And when you finally realize that, you're like, okay, so you're going. So there's this we're insignificant in the grand scheme of things. It's just a little bit, but at the same point in time, we do get to be a part of the grand. We do get to be a part of it, and we get to choose what we do within it. We get to be that, and you can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You don't need to fit into somebody else's plan. Be you. Be yourself. Live your life. Go and adventure and enjoy and just have a great, glorious time where you're here because it could be over. We just found out there was a guy here in town, Stafford Springs. There's a restaurant. I've eaten there a couple of times, actually. It's right downtown. And the owner of the business was recently killed in a car accident. And hey, thank you for the donations, my friend. Okay. Slick Trick. If you have not yet, check out Gospel of Thomas, written by Jesus and Yeshua. Okay, Thomas. Yes, I'm familiar. Thank you for sharing that with me. Yes. But anyway, so he passed away. I didn't personally know him, but he's passed away. And because of it, there's no will or anything. So the business is just shutting down because there's nobody who owns it. So I would hope that something comes in, that somebody's able to take it over and keep the place going, because it was a great diner, and all these people have these their lives, just everything was turned around. This guy was, fairly young from what I could tell, and he was healthy. I said, just car accident, and he's gone. I mean, the life, it all happened so quickly. So, it can all be gone so quickly. So this is my message to the world is, look, we're here for a short period of time. Everything you see around here is temporary. This reality, this world is temporary. And what you need to do is thank God that you have this life, first of all. That's one thing. If you wake up in the morning and you just thank God, or if you want the universe, whatever you want to think, but just be grateful that you have what you have. Just every day, wake up and go, holy crap, here we are. We get to do this again. This is pretty amazing. And love it. Just take it all in and go, okay, so you got problems? Okay, bring on the problems. Let's deal with it. And you get overwhelmed with everything. You have a lot of stuff you got to do, stuff you want to do. You have the things you have to do that you don't want to do, and you have the stuff that you want to do but you don't have time to do. And all this, you're trying to get this balancing act going on. Well, just realize that just pick something and start doing it. Just start doing whatever it is. It's not that hard. Often we try to convince ourselves that things are harder than they are. Gives us, I don't know why we do that, but we do that. But when you just say, it's not that hard, I can do this, and just start doing stuff, glorious things start to happen in your life, my friends. So just relax. And yeah, this is funny that you should mention this. Love your shirt. And you always have some cool shirts. I do. Here's my thing. When I was a kid, I was a middle child. And as a result, most of my clothing was hand-me-downs from my brothers and or my dad, right? And so I didn't get a whole lot. Every once in a while, at the beginning of school year, I could get new clothes. I got clothes specifically for me. And then when Christmas rolled around, you got loaded up with some more new clothes, right? And that was cool. But you're growing and you're growing out of things, right? But I loved T-shirts. I just loved T-shirts. I remember this. I had a T-shirt of Fonzie. There was the Fawn sitting on a bike on a motorcycle, and he's doing he's doing the and I was like, the Fawns. Love that shirt. Loved T-shirts, but I didn't get to have very many, right? Because they just didn't have that many T-shirts as a kid, and I loved them. Well, anyway, I get older, I move on and do the Marine Corps and everything. And then one day I was about 35. I started thinking, I can just buy those shirts that I always wanted. I can just wear whatever I want. And so I started just buying T-shirts and having a great time with it. And then I wore a tie-dye shirt one time in a video. People saw it. And now people send me tie-dye shirts. Every tie-dye shirt I own, with the exception of 3, which are ones that I purchased because they were from like Alaska and Orlando and Topsail Island. I bought those tie-dye shirts. But everything else, every tie-dye I see is made by somebody out there in one of my fans. People who are my fans make these shirts and they send them to me. So these things, I don't take credit for any of these shirts. These are fans who have made these shirts, and I cannot express to you how much joy I have every time I get one. So thank you, everybody who does that, sends me those. I would like to do a series of tie-dye shirts, Rodney tie-dye shirts. I really need to do it. I need to probably just sit down and start doing it. My favorite colors. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I love all the colors. I really do. I don't have a favorite color. I love all of them. I love every color there is. So I love color. So you could not go wrong with colors when it comes to me. Um, it's like people, are you a dog person or a cat person? Yes, I love them both. I don't know why. I don't know why you would choose one or the other. They're both amazing. I love them. So, do you have an artist that does your merch? I might like to do some fan art for you. We do. My currently, me and the wife, we don't sell that much merch, to be honest with you. We do okay. We do well, but it's not so much that we're overwhelmed with it. So that we've been able to, and we make every shirt that we put out there. She does the vinyl, and we have a heat press, and then I have a cousin who does the hats. If you guys remember my hat, this was actually designed and made by my cousin in Utah. She did it as a birthday gift, and I shared it online, just talking about how she made this for me, and people wanted one, and so I asked her, "Hey, do you think you can make more of these?" And she did. And and people wanted them, and so we've been sharing these are, so we make these, we make that, we make all my other shirts, Mellow Fellow, everything, we make those ourselves. So when you order it, it's myself packaging them usually, but it's either my son or my wife Teresa who's actually making the shirt. So that's what we do. But if you want to do fan art, here's the deal. Because we've run into problems with this where people will make something, they'll send it to me, and then I say, "Hey, thank you," and they say, "Use it however you want." And so then we'll make a shirt for it, and then they're like, "Oh, I never gave you permission." We've run into that. So if you make art and you want to send it to me and you want me to actually use it, send me a release with it as well, and then I'll put it on a shirt. And if you want a commission for on the sale of the shirts, I'm happy to work something out with that as well. I'm also willing to do licensing, and by that I mean if you want to make the shirt and just give me a percentage of your sales, I could work something out. But contact me if you're interested in doing something like that. Yeah, absolutely. I love. Uh, Love for you to be involved. But yeah, if you want to make something and send it to me, please do. I have several degrees. I'm about the sweetest person you'll ever find. Thanks, good cop, bad cop. With your dual. Okay, here's interesting. What's this? My friend just died. I know he was suffering and struggling and overwhelmed. He was really special. One unfortunate loss makes me want to even more cautious to stay strong, to even more continue to stay strong and not allow fear, shame, or guilt to control my life and prevent me from doing things when I think I might not be good at it or fail. I'm just going to do stuff and great things will happen. Absolutely, Dee Dee. Absolutely. Man, just get out there and have fun. Get out there. Um, we have those. We have those. Go to my site. I would buy a shirt with "In conclusion, I have no idea" on it. We have those. In fact, we're coming up with some new designs with that saying on them as well. So yeah, um, again, right here. This is where you go, rodneynorman.com, and access to everything, all of our shirts, our hats, merch, um, all that stuff. Updates on shows, where I'm doing shows. If you want to contact, people are asking, they want me to perform their marriages. I do that. But you need to let me know as soon as possible. There is a charge because I can't do this for free because I got bills to pay. And if I did everything for free, I would be financially destitute very soon. So just so you know that. But yes, there it is. There it is. I have your poster on my office door. People think it's Mars. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I have posters available with the. Yes, I do perform weddings. Well, I've done one so far, and they're still married, as far as I know. So I've got a good track record. You created persona as like a polar opposite of Andy Kaufman. Oh, thank you, thank you. Being compared to Andy Kaufman is quite possibly one of the greatest honors. I loved Andy Kaufman. When I was a kid, he was in his whole glory, and just absolutely adored everything he was doing because he was absolutely nuts, and I loved it. This is, I will never do my art as my main job, but I would like to do a children's book or something. Yeah, do it. Now's the best time ever. If you want to do stuff like that, now is the best time ever to do children's books. There's art. I mean, there's so many ways that you can get it out there and share it with people. Hey, I've been struggling with taking care of people that really don't appreciate what I do for them. I've been there. Been thinking about making a big decision to go and chase my dreams instead of considering myself responsible for them. That's a good, healthy choice. I will always take care of my kids and wife, but I don't feel like I can extend my hand anymore. What should I do or say to make it so I don't feel like the bad guy? Any advice is welcome. Well, I've helped people throughout my whole life. In fact, Teresa and I have always been willing, even when we don't have a lot, we've been willing to open our home and let people stay with us when they needed a hand. And I can honestly say that most people that we've helped have gone and done great things, and been very, and when you see someone that you're able to just kind of help out for a little bit, be able to take care of themselves and move on, it's a great thing. It's a great experience. But I've had people who basically would take my generosity and just assume that it was always going to be there, that I was just always going to take care of them. And that's why I made the video about being able to say no, just saying, look, I'm willing to carry you so far, but at some point in time, you got to do this. You're on your own. I said, I'm willing to give you a hand up, not a hand out, as it were. And so as these people that you're helping, I don't know your full situation. I don't know who the people are you're talking about, but I would say that you just basically tell them, hey, look, I've helped you. Now I'm asking you to help me by taking care of yourself. I can't continue. When you let people know, most people who are good-hearted people, when you say, look, I can't continue to do this. I don't have the resources to continue. I don't have the mental wherewithal to continue. I've got things that I want to do. I've got life that I want to go live. I can't dedicate myself to just living your life as well. I don't want to be the star of your story. Why don't you go be the star of your own story? And so, you have to put it on them. You basically take the responsibility that you've taken and you hand it back to them. You say, look, I've helped you. This is what I've done, and I'm not begrudging. And I did so willingly, and I did so because I care about you and because I have confidence in your ability to take care of yourself. But it is time for you to do that. I think when you do it that way, that you don't say, look, I think you're a freeloading jerk. Please leave my life. Now there might be some people who deserve to hear that, though. But in general, just letting people know that it is hurting you, that you are being held back because of helping them, then I think people start to understand that you're not there as a gravy train for them. So So I wish you luck, Robbie Matthews. Go pursue your dreams, my friend. Go do it. Artie, you've helped me turn my life around into becoming a better person. Woohoo! Now I'm a vegan and I have a full-time job and I walk my dog every day. Thank you. That is awesome. Way to go. You made a life. You figured out what you wanted to do and you started doing it. That's beautiful. Beautiful. What's this one? I might make enchiladas. Oh my goodness, of course. Absolutely, Drew. There's my friend Drew, chicken enchilada man. Yes, yeah, enabling. That's the word. When you enable somebody to be comfortable in their um, life, and you basically replace. And some people feel that they're owed something, and that because you're more successful or because you have more than they, that somehow you're supposed to give that to them. And that I see that more and more now. And I've had people who I've helped really, really, really well. I've done a lot for them, and then they, when I tell them I can't do it anymore, that this is over, this ride's over, you need to get off. Then all of a sudden, then I'm a horrible, rotten person. That I'm a terrible person, and just expect that. Also, is that some people, when you tell them no, they will turn on you, and that's okay. That's their problem. Don't let it get you down. Don't You just got to be strong. If anything, exposes them for who they really are. When you just finally say, "Look, I can't do this. I don't have the resources that you think I have. I'm not what you think I am. I don't have all that." And you tell them no, and then they turn on you. Well, that makes it easier to walk away. I will say that. John Muir. Yes, in fact, thank you for bringing up John Muir. I am, and I'm sure we're all related to everybody, but I am actually related to John Muir. Um, I don't know exactly how sure. I remember my mother telling me when I was growing up that I was related to John Muir. So yes, I'm familiar with John Muir's writing. He's amazing. What scents and fragrances make you happy? That's easy. Quite possibly my favorite scent um, is cinnamon. If when I was a kid, there used to be able to get this vial of oil, cinnamon oil. I think you probably still can, and we would put toothpicks in there, and stuff. And I just loved that. I think if there's a scent that is my favorite scent, I can honestly say it's cinnamon. Well, thank you, Wiser Lynette. First time catching live. Thank you. And this was not expected. I wasn't planning on going live today. I should probably do it more, but I was not planning on going live today. Somebody sent me a message earlier and said, "Hey, are you going live today? I actually have time to watch you." And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. My mom died of cancer. The doctor told her life is like a dinner plate, heaped with too much food to eat. Switch to dessert plate, be choosy, and take what you want, leave the rest. Yeah, just enjoy your. I think part of it is that we try to do too much with our life. Some of us don't do anything, and then others try to do too much. I think it's just finding that nice balance of just doing and achieving and just having fun. Um, yeah, it's finding that balance is really what it comes down to. But yeah, cinnamon. Somebody said fresh cut grass. I do love that smell as well. If for no other reason than it's because my grass has been mowed, and I got a big lawn. I do my lawn in segments. So it usually takes me like, I'll do like spread it over like 2 or 3 days. So I have different sections just because I'm old and I just want to spend the entire day mowing lawn. Oh, and that's what I was going to tell you. That was this Call Me Go thing I was talking about. It's got this, it's like a peppermint smell, which I love peppermint too. But this thing, so what you do, okay, I'll show you this. So you turn this thing on, right? Okay, so it's on. And then when you're feeling anxious and you just like you need to relax, right? Just take a moment. So what you do is you blow on this thing. So you go, and these lights, okay, I'll see if you can see it. Okay. So it needs to light this up. So I trade you to exhale, to breathe in deeply and exhale, right? And then at the same time, it's got this thing. You can't really see it, but it's this piece that's scented around here, and so it just has this automatically is just calming effect to you. So it's I wanted to try it out for a while before I started telling people about it, and I'm actually I really like it. It's just and it doesn't I find it I don't really have anxiety so much that um but like I find that if I'm just kind of wound up thinking about stuff, trying to call like going to bed, just before you go to bed, I find that this is really nice to just relax, and then the scent and everything, it just sort of calms you, and man, it's really nice. It's really very nice thing. So it's called Calm Me Go. That's what it is. It's got batteries, so it's got nice little thing. This comes a little pouch that you can you put this thing in, so you carry it around with you. But it's really cool. It's a neat device. If you're interested in looking at those, I'll give you more information later. But yeah, it's a meditation device. It really is. It's I've also used to do. I still have them, but they're called mind machines. I've used these for years, and it uses light and sound. Um, if you're familiar, a lot of people are starting to get into frequencies and vibrations. I've been doing it for years, and they are amazing. There's a lot of different. I would like to do my own actually meditation machines. Um, yes, it does. Breathing. If Wim Hof, if you're familiar with Wim Hof, I've been doing the Wim Hof breathing techniques. Um, they are that's the Wim Hof is an absolute treasure of a human being. And if you have a chance, go check him out. Here's how you spell his name right there. Thank you, Corwin. This dude, Wilm Hof, is go look him up. He's done all these incredible things. He's like climbed Mount Everest with just a backpack, some decent climbing boots, and his shorts. Climbed Mount Everest without any breathing apparatus, which most everybody who climbs up there, you have to take oxygen because it's so high up, you're out of oxygen, and dress really warm. He just went up there on his own. The dude is freaking amazing. He's like swims under ice water all the time. He's really the guy who's pioneered the whole idea of ice water and taking cold showers. I take cold showers. And it is really very helpful. It really is. So check out Wilm Hof. Wilm Hof, the dude will blow your mind. The stuff this guy can do. And as he says he's nothing special. He just started training himself. He started doing these breathing techniques, And man, he just amazing, amazing. Um, but yeah, so like my morning routine. So I take cold showers. I also try to exercise every day. I did do. I need to start doing it again. I used to do push-ups like every single day, every day. I my personal record. I don't know if I should say this. Well, let's just say I've done a lot of push-ups. I'm not going to say I don't want to brag, but I do a lot of. I need to do more push-ups. How do I find love after losing who I thought was my soulmate? She didn't feel the same. Oh, my friend. My friend, my heart goes out to you. But just remember what you were in love with was it was fool's gold. What you thought was your soulmate was a fraud. Obviously, it wasn't the same for her that it was for you. Um, the main thing is it's really comes down to attraction, and by that I don't mean go out and start looking better, but you attract um, you attract someone because you are what they're interested in. Okay, and yeah, the idea of a soulmate, I think is I think there's lots of people who you could a soulmate. Our misconception of a soulmate is that there's this soul that's been created to be just with you. That is nonsense. There is not a there's not a one person out there who was created to just be. That's nonsense. That's ridiculous. A soulmate or a true love is finding someone that you can build that relationship with. It's not just something that happens. It's not just an instantaneous thing. Although there can be an instantaneous connection, but for a relationship to be strong, it's got to be something that grows, that becomes a soulmate kind of thing. You don't find a soulmate, you create a soulmate. Is again is the best way to say it. That's what love is. And so when it really comes down to it, is you're going to just stop trying to find someone. If you think I need to find someone, then you're going to make mistakes. Then you're going to be anxious to just find anyone. But when you stop looking and you just say to God, pray to God, or say to the universe, I am happy with who I am. And I would love to share my life with someone. I'm open to bringing someone who wants what I have. You share that with the world. You start sharing that. Start opening yourself up to those possibilities, and the person that you're looking for is going to show up. In my case, I was going off to war. I joined the Marine Corps, and I was going off to war. I stopped looking. I thought, I'm done. I'm not. And then all of a sudden, Tressa just showed up when I needed her. She just showed up. So stop feeling bad, man. Stop feeling bad about it. Wasn't a good match. If anything, you should be grateful. You should pray to God, thank the universe, say thank you for helping me avoid that relationship. Help me. Thank you for letting me see that for what it is and move on. As I like to tell people, I hope that you get your heart broken, so that when you find true love, you know what love really is, and that's what it comes down to. Yeah, it is. It is. Love is. I think this idea of love at first sight, all that that's nonsense. It's garbage. You can be attracted at first sight. That's true. There could be a connection, but not every connection is necessarily a good one. You know. This is funny that you bring this up. Thank God for unanswered prayers. This is the song that I played at my wedding. I know it's not a. It's probably my in-laws thought I was nuts. My wife thought I was. Everybody thought I was nuts. but I love the message of this song. Yeah, because really, the way I, um, this is one of my favorite songs of all times. Again, played at my wedding. Um, because the message is that I thought that I wanted something particular, and then when it fell apart, all of a sudden I found something even better. And I think this is an answer. Really, this is about faith. When you have faith in God or faith in the universe, faith whatever. But when you just place that faith that, hey, um, there's something better than what I have. So I mean, if you take whatever it is that you think you had with this person, and you realize that there's something even greater that's out there, because what you had there was a fraud, wasn't real. But when you go out and you find the real thing, it's even better. And when you realize that, then it's not hard. It's like, I remember when I was a kid, and I wanted a bicycle, and I had a bicycle, but it was made from parts of other bicycles, and it wasn't very good. The chain would fall off all the time. The spokes were broken. I mean, it was just not a very good bike. But it was my bike, and I loved having the bike. Right? I could put up with the quirkiness of this bike, and then finally, one day, I'd been asking for a bike for a long time, but we just didn't have the money for it. And then finally, my dad, um, as I learned later, that he actually worked overtime, picked up some extra shifts to make the money to go buy me a brand new bicycle. It's the first time I'd ever had a new bike in my life. I was about 12, 13 years old, and he buys me this bike. And man, I was on seventh heaven. I mean, it was just so amazing to finally get this bike. And because I could go ride with my friends, and I could just go everywhere on this bike. And I did. I went everywhere on this bike. Love that bike. Um, well, to me, it was everything. That bike was everything. I thought, oh yeah, this is it. Well, as I got older, I ended up finding another bike, because that bike got stolen. And I thought, this is it. This is the end of the world. I'm never going to be happy again. My bike's gone. And then I got another bike. And it was even faster, because the other bike was just had one speed. Now all of a sudden I had a bike that had 10 speeds. And I love that bike even more. But my heart was so broken because that other bike got stolen, got taken from me. Oh, how. And then I get this other bike. And as soon as I had that new bike, all of a sudden that old bike didn't matter at all. Because I found something better. And love is the same way. We get so caught up. We think, oh, this is it. This is it. But then when it's gone, it opens ourselves up to go find something new and even better. So please just do that. What's this? I'm forever grateful to. Okay. Sorry about that. That's one thing that's been popping up. I didn't realize this. Who? Okay. I've been getting a lot of these on all my posts, Instagram and Facebook, where people are just popping in these weird ads. Do you guys get these? It's pretty annoying. Hey, Konakai, thank you very much, my friend, for the super sticker. You bet, my friend. Thank you for the great question. Wish you a lot of love and happiness. And since I started having seizures, I feel like my life goals are history. Oh my goodness. Well, that's first of all, Betsy. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. But I would hope that you find some new goals. I hope that you'll open yourself up to new possibilities. You gotta look at it and go, look, here's my limitations. So we all have limitations. Um, you just happen to have more than most of us. But now you can uh, look and say, okay, well, what is available to me? What can I do? You know, you start to write. You can take up art. I mean, if you're homebound because you can't go out because of the seizures, but just instead of looking at instead of focusing on things that you can't do, now start focusing on the things that you can do. What can you do? What can you accomplish? And start to find goals within those things. Start to find those things because you can still create and do and still contribute and have dreams and goals regardless of what your limitations are. You really can. And when you realize that, when you stop limiting yourself and just or even look at things you want to do and you think you can't, say, well, there's a way I can accomplish this. Maybe there's a way I still can do this regardless of what I'm experiencing. There's a lot of professional athletes who have asthma, who were told when they were kids, you'll never be successful at athletics because you have asthma, and yet they've overcome it. People who've had childhood diabetes or have had, what they thought limitations, still do it. There's a guy he's a dwarf. His name is Ricky Abreu, and he's a race car driver and an amazing race car driver and a very successful and accomplished race car driver. I love following this guy's career. Because it's easy to sit there and say, well, I'll have to give everything up. You don't have to give up anything. Just change, just adapt, and you go, okay, well, this is my circumstances. I'm going to deal with it. I'm not going to have this pity party. I'm not going to feel bad about myself. I'm not going to sit here and accept defeat. Don't accept defeat. Don't accept that you still have so much that you can share with this world. Go out and do it, my friend. Don't let that derail you from having fun. Don't let it derail you. I had asthma once, but overcame it. My mom smoked with me. Never smoked while prego with my sister, but so yeah. Don't accept defeat. Get out there and live. Have some fun, man. Get out there and do it, people. But while we're on the subject of admitting defeat, I am not admitting defeat. Okay, here's what Corwin has to say. Rodney, I found out last year that I have a 1 in 200 billion super rare terminal neuromuscular autoimmune disease. Wow. I'm 42 and had a flourishing career in academia. Now I have to start over, but I'm finding new interests and new ways to live. I could die tomorrow. Every day of life is a miracle. Well, thank you, Corwin, for sharing that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is it can be over very quickly. It can be gone. You're gonna be gone any minute now, any time. I had a cousin who was just a year older than me, the one who would sit with me at my grandpa's kitchen table and listen to his stories. He had been taking good care of himself. He had just lost a whole bunch of weight. Him and his wife were doing an amazing, just turning their health around, eating really well. He was in the best condition, best physical condition he had been in probably his entire adult life, and just had a heart attack, and it was over. So it can all be over very quickly. Enjoy every moment you've got, every day that you've got. Enjoy today. Enjoy today, because today really is the most important and special day of your entire life. Why? Because it's the only one you can do anything with. Yesterday's gone and over. Tomorrow will never get here. All you got's right now, my friends. All you got is right now. Reminds me of what Robin Williams said in the movie. On your gravestone, it'll say 1992, dash day of death, but what really counts is the dash. Absolutely, absolutely true. And I love Robin Williams. He was one of my favorites. Anyway, and I think that's a great place. And we've been here for an hour. I thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody who donated. Thank you everybody who's gone to my website and ordered stuff and continued to support me. Go and find out where I'm doing shows. I'm going to be doing more and more. Going to be getting back on the road here very soon, and coming and visiting and hanging out with you people. And got music festivals I'm hosting. I've got shows I'm doing. Going to be just getting out there and meeting people. And I thank all of you. Please, if you have ideas for shows, you have things you're interested in having me be involved with, please send me, contact me through the website right there, rodneynorman.com, and we'll go from there. Thank you again, everybody. Have a most beautiful, spectacular, super freaking awesome day.